Hey there, welcome back to another day of Level Up Your Life. This August, I'm going to do 30 days of how to level up your life. And this is especially for super successful professional women who feel like there's more that you could be doing out of your life, more that you could be getting out of your life, feeling like you're not really living your life to the way that you want to live it, or maybe your career is kind of stagnant. We're going to talk about those two major aspects because they're both really important to you, right? And so far I've been talking about values, what to do when your values are misaligned with the work that you're doing, when they're misaligned with the industry or the company that you work for. And this week I'm going to talk to you about authenticity, because the thing is that when you are not really stepping into who you are authentically in the work setting, you're not going to be at your best. Your work's going to suffer, your connections, the energy that you put out there is going to be disconnected. They're going to sense that something's off, and a lot of times they might not know exactly what that thing is that's off, but people can sense something is off. And the thing is that when you are not really connected to who you are and it's not matching with how you put yourself out in the world, especially in a job setting, and you have that corporate mask on, you're going to be like in a prison. It's just not going to work. How long can you deal with that? And that's something that I want to invite you to evaluate today in this video. Is ask yourself, who are you at the core? Who are you? Are you, like for example, I'm someone who's really authentic. I keep it real. My husband complains about how things just blurt out of my mouth, come out of my mouth. I just blurt things out. And I just say what's on my mind. And sometimes that gets me into trouble. So I've had to learn how to work with who I am in a professional setting. And so it's all about figuring out, who are you? What part of you do you want to bring to the table? Who do you want to be more of that you're holding back in the job setting for fear of like being judged, or maybe not fitting in, or being told that you're unprofessional, or that you need to tuck that side of you in because it's just too much for the culture of the company, or maybe because you're a woman, you're expected to be a certain way. And so I invite you today to dig inside and ask yourself, who are you? What parts of you are you holding back that are wanting to get out, wanting to be let free, wanting to be liberated? And ask yourself, how is holding that back affecting you? Your performance, your mood at work. And these things could be really subtle. It could just be you not saying hi. It could just be you not having a smile and just kind of going with the motions. People will start to notice that, and that will just spiral into issues. Now, if you're not able to be yourself at work and you feel like you can only be yourself at home, you might start to overcompensate for not being able to do that at work when you're at home. And what that could look like is being overly assertive, for example, going from passive at work to aggressive at home because you're compensating for not being able to speak your voice in a job setting. You see what I'm saying? So it's really important that you figure out who you are. What are non-negotiables? What have you been stuffing down your throat that needs to be let out? And then think about how to do it in a way that still fits in with the culture, with the corporate environment, but also still honors who you are, so that you can rip that corporate mask off. It ain't Halloween yet. Matter of fact, I've been seeing Halloween costumes already at the store. I'm like, what is up with that? We are barely in August, but let me not even get going on that tangent. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. I want to know, tell me in the comments, what part of you do you want to let loose more? What part of you do you want to bring to the table? Because I promise you, when you are able to be yourself more at work, a major part of your life, we spend so much time at work. You've got to be yourself, but you have to do it strategically, right? I mean, you can't just do whatever the heck you want, right? You got to be your own boss to be able to do that. But within reason, right? You can be yourself and you can figure out how to make it work. All right. And so let me know in the comments who you would like to bring out more. And I could give you some tips as to how to make that happen. Like I said, I use myself as an example. I'm very authentic and I tell it like it is. And so one of the things that I do is I let people know, hey, sometimes I talk faster than I can think. So if I ever say anything that offends you, let me know. And so that might work for you, that might not work for you. For me, it works in the type of environment that I work at because it's just, you got to do what works in your environment, and that works for mine. It's acceptable, right? If I were working in a high pressured corporate job, I would try a different strategy. Okay. I don't have to, so I'm not even going to think about that. But that's what I do. So I want you to think about that for yourself. What part of you, think of one thing you want to bring out more and bring it to work more. And then I'm happy to give you some ideas as to how that could work out in your job setting, in your particular situation, because everybody's is different. Okay? So go ahead, post in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.